Right, sitting here with Nomeva before his fight, the main event of the evening on TLB Promotions. How are you feeling ahead of your fight? How's your preparations going?
It's good. I'm ready. I'm feeling fresh and fit. I've been training, obviously, working towards the fight, and I believe that it's a good fight for me to go to.
Yeah, it's another one of the building fights for you. I'd say Peter The Sniper Pambeni from Zimbabwe. What do you make of him? Have you seen anything of him?
I saw him, and obviously we watched a lot of time with Shannon, even after trainings, and I think and believe that he's gonna be a beautiful boxer to my style, So I don't think he's gonna give us trouble at all.
So in saying that, I mean, he's traveling and it's just like literally down the road for him. Zimbabwe is really close to South Africa. Do you think he'll be hungry?
You know what I know is that all the boxers from Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Malawi, when they come to South Africa, they feel like they're going to America, Las Vegas. They give it their all. They come with their A game. Obviously, fighting Nomeva is the biggest opportunity for every boxer that is coming from Africa, So I know that he's going to come fit and come ready for the fight, and obviously he wants to beat Nomeva, so it's going to be a good fight. I know I cannot take it easy, I cannot take it light. I know the guy is going to be hungry.
Well, being a business owner and doing a lot of things obviously on social media, have you had a fully, like a good, solid camp for this one?
The most important thing is that, and obviously the luckiest thing that I have is that I'm working in the gym, and my business is the gym. So it gives me enough time to be in the camp and obviously train every time when I get the time, because obviously we have peak times and we have like non-peak times where there is no one. So I get enough time for training, and obviously I can obviously manage to obviously sort my times according to my trainings, or whoever I'm training them. I can easily tell them when to come and when not to come.
Well, you also, I mean, in your gym is Dumazweni as well. He joined you, was it this year or last year?
It was this year when I opened the gym. So I opened the gym with Ati Dumazweni as one of the trainers here. So we started it together. It's good. We're fighting the same bill. It also motivates me to work, because I can see Ati is working too much. He's a hard worker, and it also helps me to obviously push myself and know that there are people that are still taking boxing serious, and there are people that are still working hard for boxing. So I also work hard because I have someone that I'm training with. It's a nice camp, this one.
You mentioned at the press conference that they had that you were Joyce's number one. And there are other good fighters on the bill, but you mentioned that you're number one. There's Emmanuel Colombo, there's Marcus Lebojo. Being amongst those names and headlining the bill must make you happy.
Like I said, I'm happy. Obviously I'm grateful. It's a big night. There's Ati Dumazweni. We know Ati is a former WBC silver, and he's a hell of a fighter. He can put up a show. He's a main bout just by himself. There's Colombo, he's a non-court specialist. He's a big name, he's a big fight just by himself. So for me, headlining about like that, it's giving me a lot of pressure to make sure that I will perform, because the guys that will be fighting in front of me, they will make a big night for whoever is watching. So I have to make sure I don't take myself as the main bout of the night, because I know I have to work for it. It will only be the day that will tell who is the main bout, because we have 3 guys that I know for a fact that they're going to put up a show, which is me, Ati, and Colombo. So it's just I'm grateful to be obviously the main event, but I know that obviously things are not as they show in the paper. All those guys are main bouts. All 2 guys are main bouts of the night.
Well, the main piece of news that I wanted to talk to you about was moving up weights. You officially changed, and I remember you were saying you're a lightweight like a year ago or so, and now you're a super lightweight, or rather junior welterweight. What was the planning in that move?
Came to a point where we have to realize that the body needs to go up. At the end of the day, I'm I'm not the same. I can go to lightweight, but I'm not gonna be the same, you know. So I decided, okay, let me just be comfortable, go to the next division, see what's happening there, you know. Because at the end of the day, I can't really have to stop myself all the time when I get to a fight. So I need to be at least be comfortable and fight. Because at the end of the day now, boxing, I have to be relaxed. I have to fight it because I'm enjoying it, you know. Because if I'm gonna starve for weight and be in trouble to make this weight because I want to be in this way, it's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be very hard. It's gonna be hard for me to even perform.
So one of the things that obviously, I suppose it's from my side, it's from South African boxing side, was the fight with Munyai, which was like a mouth-watering fight. So it was going to be a big fight, but it had to happen. It's not going to happen now, but he did say he was a bit demotivated from the fact that you moved up. Did you hear what he said, and what did you think?
I heard that, and you know what? It's good to know that obviously he knows that our fight was going to be a big fight if it happened. And I respect Spider for obviously acknowledging that, you know. At the end of the day, we are still in boxing. And I believe that also Spider can't wait to go to lightweight. And we're almost walking around the same weight. A fight like that, it can happen, you know, anytime. It's not the end of, you know what, it's not the end, it will still happen. Me and Spider, we're going to fight. Whether we're fighting cage-weight or whether we're fighting junior weight, because I was a lightweight, he was a featherweight, if I'm not mistaken. He came all the way up to lightweight, you know. So I am now junior welterweight, he's still a lightweight. Who knows, maybe by next year Spider will be a junior welterweight. People grow, you know, and obviously bodies changes every now and then. So I believe that if the fight is meant to happen, it's going to happen. And obviously it's going to be a good fight. I would like to fight Spider one day. It will give like obviously South Africa and obviously the surrounding a big night. So it will be a great fight.
And the other fights, which, I mean, we had a joke about it in the gym when you came sparring, was Komanisi saying that if you were at lightweight, he would have knocked you out, but if you're a junior welterweight, that you'd beat him easily. Was that just fun into games, or was it a serious fight?
At least Komanisi, you know what he's saying? He's saying that if I'm a lightweight, he will knock me out. If I'm a junior welter, he will knock me out. I will knock him out. So he knows he's got a 50% chance of if I'm a light, if I'm a junior welterweight. May I know for a fact whether I am a lightweight, welterweight, and still the results will still be the same. I'm the winner, you know. So also it will be a great fight. Yesterday I was sparring there, he was there telling me that if I was dropping guys sparring with Nerato, and he was telling me if I do that in front of him, he will knock me out. I said to him, you know what, I'm preparing for him, obviously fighting him, it will be obviously a different night, a different fight, a different November that is prepared for Komanisi. Now, you know, when he was watching me, I was sparring with Nerato, and I was boxing Nerato's fighting style for me. How is it good for me to box with Nerato? And obviously, when I'm boxing with someone like, when I'm fighting with someone like this too, I know for a fact that what is it that I'm going to. So I'll be prepared for that. So also those are great fights. Those are big fights for two guys that I respect and know that they are big names in boxing. And I believe that one day we will give South Africa what they want.
That would be at junior welterweight, I'm assuming.
You know what? I'm a junior welterweight. I said to you, like, I can still make lightweight. I'm just a junior welterweight now because I feel like it is very comfortable for me to go to junior lightweight, to junior welterweight. So it will happen. If they want to go up, they can come up. If they want me to meet them halfway, we meet halfway. But the fight can happen.
My assumption is that it comes down to business and the money. If the money's right, then lightweight is right.
Also, yeah. Also, it will depend on what is happening. What is the meaning of the business, and then we can take it from there.
All right. Okay. Let's go back to the fight real quickly. What are you predicting for this fight? What's in your mind? What's the result going to be?
I'm in a space where I want to learn my boxing. and obviously try as much as I can to be clean, and collect points as much as I can. And if I see an opening, I use it. But what is important for me is to get a win. What I know for a fact that I'm gonna do is to box. I'll box, and I've got power to do everything. But I don't want to say I'm gonna go for a knockout. I know that guys are very strong, but I want to be clean. I want to box. I want to go out and fight looking good. That's the most important thing to me, you know. I will win the fight. I'll box the guy. I'll use my minds and my skills, obviously, to make sure that I'm in the safe side and not get punishment. That's I don't want to get punishment.
Just one more step backwards is Bison Guayani, the last opponent you had. You ended up doing a number on him, like you won almost every single round against him, and you did a lot of damage to him, but he still at the end of the fights wanted the fights on, and you found that quite hilarious, didn't you?
Yeah, because I was like, this guy, obviously, there's in boxing, there are boxers that maybe don't understand what is boxing or what is happening when they're inside the ring. You're losing a fight from round 1 to round 9 and complaining after round 10 that you are still fresh. It's fine, you are fresh because you are fit or whatsoever, but you are losing the fight, and there was no way you're gonna win the fight, you know. So I did not even care about what he was saying, but what I knew is that even if we had to go to 20 rounds with me doing the same thing, I was still gonna beat him and punish him, and I was still in the safer side. So that's the most important thing. So if I'm fighting with them, obviously I know that those guys, they don't care. They want to take punishment. They are ready to take punishment. I am not ready for that. They don't care how much they're getting damaged, and I believe that they don't have like a future plan for whatever they're doing in boxing. So I do have. So and at the space and time that I am now, I don't want to get too much punishment, and I try as much as I can to avoid getting hurt unnecessary. So yeah, those things I don't take them serious.
All right. Okay. And then another thing, Chief is back, right?
Yeah, Chief is back. Chief is laughing. Chief is gonna be laughing.
Chief is laughing.
Chief is gonna be laughing again. You know what? This team. Obviously, Chief, Shannon, and me, you know, I believe one thing, you know, I needed in my career is that, you know, when you have people that believes in you, people that knows you. When it comes to Chief knows your member. Even when you're talking over the phone, he just called me like now, checking me what is happening, how am I doing, and I'm there, okay. And he told me how he feels and how he thinks, and it's just like that, you know. So Chief is obviously a very special person to me and my boxing career. He knows no member, you know? And to be in a fight and just hearing his voice, whatever he's saying, and I'm in a fight, and whatever he's confirming, I just believe, you know, it's happening. So the Shannon who believes in me, Shannon who knows what can I do, Shannon who knows what we can do as a team. So it's just easy for me to just open my mind and learn, you know, because at the end of the day, the person that is teaching me whatever they're teaching me, you know, they know that I can do it. They know that I have all the opportunities, all the tools to do whatever they are teaching me. So obviously, when someone is doing things out of willingness, it's just easy for you to adapt and obviously learn. So I'm in a good space. I'm in a good team, and I'm in a team, and I believe that if we are going to go forward like that, and we want to make a good thing.
One thing I noticed while we were doing the interview is from the last interview, you've got a ring on your finger now. So yeah, the man has sealed the deal. feel good for you?
It is, yeah, it is something that people still gonna know. Obviously, it's my personal business. I am married to a beautiful girl and mother of my child. So I have a 1 month, I have a 1 month old daughter.
Congratulations.
So she's very beautiful. Yes, yes, she looks like a mom, and me, obviously. So, so November is married. There is Miss Ndongeni. Yes. So it's a good thing. It's a great year for me this year. Firstly, I opened the gym. Secondly, got myself a car. Thirdly, a wife, and we got a car. Me and my wife. You say it like that. And then the gym opened, and then Mom Joyce is giving me fights that like something that was never be the same. It was never the same for a couple of years, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Fighting in March and June, and having a fight again in September, you know. So it's a great year, and then the business is going good. Training celebrities, people keep coming. I've got DMs. People want to train with me. You know, it's a good year. It's a good year. I respect. You know, I respect and I'm grateful. You know, so it's just like I'm married this year. I'm making my wedding before the end of the year. Yeah, well, everything is just going according. Yeah. So I'm just happy. I'm at peace here. I have my own house, but not one, but two. You know, and I have a house in East London.
So you're alright.
I'm good. I'm good. Now I'm doing boxing because you know it's gonna be easy for me to even train, to even box, because I'm at peace. Most of my things are being taken care of. You know, I bought my auntie a car just this year, early this year, about to do whatever he wants to do to make money at home for my family. And my brother also is in Cape Town. He's trying to push. I gave him the other car, you know, my other car I used to drive. So I'm a bit at peace, you know. I know that I'm trying, you know, to help and do whatever I can. So yeah, things are going well for me. I don't know lie.
Right.
Now it's just time for me to enjoy boxing. I have people that are backing me, my sponsors, Sastec, where we are, the building that we are in Sastec, and Hurricane, the nanowave masks that you see me wearing, they're from here. So these are my sponsors, obviously my main sponsor being Sastec, and I am also consultant. They do everything for me from East London. And I have Connie Ferguson of Ferguson Films and Connie Body Care. Those are my sponsors. You know, so I have Wellsport Betting. Those are people that are backing me, so it's good. It's good, and it gives me obviously time to push, and it motivates me a lot to the people that are supporting me. I have Fight Club. You know, Fight Club, besides being the owner of the franchise that I have in Fight Club, but the overall Fight Club sponsors in me. So yeah, well, as a boxer, so
yeah.
It's just a overwhelming feeling. It's good.
Alright, and I will leave it there since I was going to ask you to go thank you. Shout out to you. You did it. You followed you made me watch the field interviews. But thanks again for Nameva for catching up, and all the best with your fights.
Thanks a lot. And obviously, I need to go and win the fight. It's a must-win fight. And then after that, I will fight the one September. And next year, I can start looking for bigger fights and names. I can call names now. But after the next fight.
Yeah, after the next fight.
Yeah.
You have to achieve.
Yeah, I have to win this. This is for me in my team. And then the next one, that's to confirm that I'm ready to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, we look forward to that news when it happens. Again, all the best for your fight.
Thanks again. Thanks a lot.